Your secrets, if you really look at yourself, you would be speechless. What happened to being doctors and teachers? What happened to being your brother's keeper? Nowadays kids
should it come be mine? No. See, I've got my eyes on the prize, so give me that drink and wine. Give me that wickedest wine, no, baby, come take paper. Rabba, rabba, rabba. Baby, come chop my dollar. Plenty dollar. I'm come take my paper. Got my eyes on the prize. Drink some liquor and wine. Give me that wickedest wine, no. Should it come be mine, no. See, I've got my eyes on the prize, so give me that drink and wine. Give me that wickedest wine, no. Baby, come take paper. Baby, come chop my dollar.
What is poppin'? Before the video starts, I just want to let you all know that I give readings, just like the ones that you see every Monday on my channel. I give on point Orisha Tarot card readings for singles and also for couples. I also do natal chart consultations. My Everything is Everything reading is by far my bestseller. If you want to check out any of these services, please visit my website at www.bandclaptv.com. And also, when you go to that website and you scroll down, you will see a link to go to my shadow work class. In this time that we're in right now, shadow work is very, very important. Getting to know yourself, your inner child, really, really knowing who you are. All of these things are extremely important. And I have a very, very informative self-paced course. Shout out to Spiritual Ascension University and Melanie the Spirit Doula for allowing me to be able to give you all this very, very priceless course, if I do say so myself. So again, if you want to check these things out, go to my website, www.bandclaptv.com. All right, on with the video. Yo, what is poppin', YouTube fam? It's the top of the week, so you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Mr.BandClap, at it again with another on point Orisha Tarot forecast spread. And this is going to be for the week of Monday, November the 1st through Sunday, November the 7th of 2021. Man, so you know I always got to do a little rant before I do this. We're just getting out of Halloween. You know, Halloween was Sunday. And just last week alone, after all the stuff that I was saying, you know, we're in Scorpio season, and you already know how crazy, because I've been talking about this since Virgo season. I've been talking about how crazy and how spooky Scorpio season is gonna get. So I hope that people were prepared and stuff like that. But I was just hearing so many different crazy messages, so many crazy things coming from the soul family, and all of these things, it had the same undertone to it, which was if you were living in a more sovereign type of way, you wouldn't have these problems like that. And I was telling people, you know, during this time that we're in, Scorpio season is going to be about sovereignty. If you're going through some issues right now, you're going through some troubles, it's because you're still investing too much into this world that's crumbling. And the only answer is sovereignty. And we're all going through it in some type of way, you know. Even if you can't be sovereign as far as with your job right now, just you being sovereign in knowing who you are, just you being sovereign in knowing your power and using your power and stuff like that, that alone can help you as well, because I understand that some of us have kids, some of us have families that we got to take care of and stuff like that. So I'm not saying to quit your job. I hope that's not something that y'all got from my video. I'm not saying quit your job or anything like that. Sovereignty is multifaceted. It's multidimensional. Having a sovereign mind right now is the most important thing. Even if it might take you a little while to get away from your job so you can truly be sovereign, you know, it's baby steps. You know, right now is the dawn of the new age. So it's baby steps right now. But last week, when I tell you, working downtown, there was some very, very crazy things that happened last week. So the first thing, starting off on Thursday, I kind of felt this new demonic type of energy that's going on this year, because I wasn't downtown last Halloween. I wasn't downtown the Halloween before that. I can't remember the last time that I've been downtown on Halloween. And I just felt this weird demonic type of energy. It's almost like the beings that people were dressing up as, it was pretty much a extension of themselves in a way, you know. So I saw a lot of women that I would see as unfulfilled baddies and stuff like that. They would be dressed up in devil costumes. You know, they were dressed up as devils and demons and Harley Quinns and all this type of stuff. I was seeing a lot of guys who were dope boys in real life, dressing up as inmates. Some of them was dressed up as cops. And it's funny because these were dudes that they would come through my line and I would look at them and I'm like, man, they look like they would snitch. They look like if they was in a tight spot and they did some dirt with somebody else that they would snitch. And these were the same dudes that dressed up in cop uniforms for Halloween. So I was already kind of getting this energy of you are who you attract. So be careful. And I've been talking about this for a while now. Be careful what you call yourself. Be careful what you name yourself. And be careful what you dress up as, because a time is going to come where you're going to have to be that. And that's what's going on right now. I saw this sign while I was working Thursday. It was a dude. He got into a fight or whatever, and he got arrested, and he had on a inmate costume. So that was showing me right there, you are what you attract. And I was prompted on Thursday to do a spell on Thursday, because it was like I was already getting channeled messages and signs that you are who you attract, and I can't sit up here and lie. There's a lot of, you know, I got people that I work with that they come to work looking for trouble. Like, you know, me, I'm the type of person where if I can stop the problem before it happens, before it starts, I would rather do that instead of egging something on, and then now I got to deal with the result. So I got people that I work with, and you know, they're like, yo, man, I can't wait for something to happen over here. I can't wait for something to happen. Man, I'm just ready to fight. You know, just ready to crack on somebody, you know? And with me being a magician and me working with magic, you know, me being in this spiritual journey, I understand how powerful words are. And these are people who got orishas over them talking this nonsense. So I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and do this spell. I did this spell with Oya, Eshu, and the Baron. You know, the 3 most powerful entities to deal with during Halloween, during Scorpio season. You know, and I was like, I said, I don't want nothing bad to happen to me or any of the people that I work with during this Halloween. You know, during this Halloween time, we've been preparing for this time, and you know, even during September, even during late August, early September, I've been hearing horror stories about what happens downtown Orlando during Halloween, and is none of it is good. You know, none of it is good. So I did this spell, and it was a little air spell. You know, I call them air spells because, you know, it's not, you know, I work with air. I'm a Gemini, so those type of spells are a lot more powerful for me to do, other than a lot of other people's method of doing magic. So after I did my thing on Thursday, Friday and Saturday came around, and things kind of seemed like they was gonna be cool. You know, things were pretty cool. Nothing crazy happened, anything like that. But one thing I was noticing about myself during this time, I could barely get up out the bed and do anything. It was like my inner child was outside, quote unquote outside. My inner child was outside looking at everything that was going on, and my inner child was like, I want you to stay inside. You know, I want you to be outside but also inside. So all the videos, everything that I had planned, you know, Spirit had other plans. You know, I'm just in hibernation mode until it's time for me to go to work. And then I will come out and work, and then I'll be right back in hibernation mode. So Sunday rolls around, and you know, I was having such good luck on Friday and Saturday. It was like I forgot about Sunday was actually Halloween. Now normally Sunday is always the chill day working, because you know, the clubs are on different time. You know, so it's a lot more chill. I'm not really doing much on Sunday, but this Sunday, it was like a Saturday. You know, it was like a Saturday because it was Halloween, and everybody was out dressed to the nine and all this type of stuff. And I felt this weary energy, like Tupac, like the way Tupac felt the night that he got shot. Remember how Tupac, the night he got shot, his girlfriend told him to wear his bulletproof vest, and he was like, man, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. I ain't gotta wear it. And that was the day he got shot. Well, me, I always got spiritual technologies on me to protect me spiritually. And you know, this Sunday I'm already running late. You know, I'm like, man, I feel good. I don't need to have my protections on me. I don't need to have it. I'm feeling good today. But I never disobey spirit. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just put it on just in case. So I got my protection on. The restaurant that I went to before I even got to my job, while I'm ordering my food, the power goes out. So I'm like, okay, that's already a sign. My number was 71-8. So I know there's gonna be a chaotic Scorpio situation that's about to happen. Is gonna deal with death. It's gonna deal with transformation. Everything that happens with Scorpio. Emotional passion, going overboard, all of that stuff that I got out of that situation. But I was like the only one that wasn't scared. Like, I'm like, yo, like, what the hell is going on? But I wasn't like super scared like a lot of the cashiers and a lot of the workers at the restaurant was. So I knew, I got a warning beforehand that a chaotic situation involving death, involving catastrophe, storms was going to go down. But I was going to be protected because I'm just passing through. So I get to my job, regular night, super busy night. And then the first time there was like a crowd, the crowd started dispersing, everybody running, maybe it was a fight or something that broke out. And I talked to one of my workers and he was like, yo, like, I just had this bad feeling all day today. It was like this bad omen. It was like a bad omen that was downtown. I felt it last Sunday. It was a bad omen. But me and a few other people who have Orishas over them, we were all protected. We were all in one spot together and we were all protected and we all had Ilekes. We were representing Orishas and we were protected. So the same feeling, one of my coworkers, he was like, man, like, I'm seeing people running and ducking and there's nothing going on. Like, people just running and ducking like they knew something was going to happen. So all of a sudden, like 107, 110, 115, gunshots rang out. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody running. Me and a couple other workers that was working at the door. It happened around where we was at, but it wasn't where we was at. It was a few blocks down. So, it's a calamity. Everybody's running. We had to close the bar up early. All of this crazy stuff that was going on. And, if that situation would have happened, a block down, where we was at, me and a couple of the workers that was working the door, we all would have got hit. And the people that I was with, none of us were scared of what went down because a lot of us came from the military. People like me, I come from Memphis. Just like Wayne say, around here we see a fucking dead body every day. So we wasn't fazed by gunshots because, we grew up or we was in the military or whatever. But you had some people, they were kind of, like, yo, like what was going on? They was kind of shook. And it was in that moment I got this message from, it was from Oya and from the Baron. And it was a message that she wanted me to tell them, and also a message that I want to tell y'all. And it's that if you start being scared now, you're going to be scared for the rest of your life, because it's not going to get no better. And it was like when I said that, and I said it in a real stern, deep type of voice. And it was like everybody kind of understood what I meant with that. And that's what I want to tell y'all. There's a lot of spooky things that's going on right now to try to scare you into selling your sovereignty. It's not about it was never about selling your soul. It was never about that. That was always the ploy. You know, I did a whole video about the metaphysics of soul selling. You know, it was always about you volunteering your sovereignty up to other beings and other people, other places that never had your best interests at heart. That's what this was. That's what this is all about. Even when it comes to these scary things that we like to dress up as for Halloween, I never understood, why would you dress up as something that scared you when you was a child? You know, I'm so glad that I was kept from a lot of things as a child, because now I understand how the mind is so important. The way these things has shaped our ideas of death and stuff like that. It's real crazy. It's real crazy. And what you're seeing right now, you're seeing these demonic entities that we gave so much of our fear energy to, coming to life, and possessing these people who got this symbology on them. So during this fight of sovereignty, you know, during this fight, Oya was telling me that a lot of people are gonna fall, you know, and in Scorpio season, a lot of these people are gonna fall in very crazy, horrific type of ways. But it's not for the soul family to worry about, because we should know better. We should understand that this is how life goes. This is how it's supposed to go. There's been a procrastinating that's been going on, and people are paying for it in very swift ways. There's a procrastination. People understand that that they're supposed to be on a certain path. People understand that they're not supposed to be indulging in certain things. They're not supposed to be messing with certain things, or they're supposed to be on a different journey, on a different path, and they're procrastinating. And in this Scorpio season, people are getting picked off left and right. Oya, there's a lot of agents of chaos that work for Oya. You know, there's a lot of agents of death that work for the Baron. You know, we have to stop looking at these. We have to stop looking at these things as good and bad, because at the end of the day, in order for the star children to rise, these fallen stars, they have to be deleted from their place, so that the soul family can occupy those positions, you know. And it's going to be up to us not to repeat the same thing that our forefathers and our foremothers laid out for us. Now, during this time, there's only two types of people. There's only two types of people who's gonna survive. There's three different positions. One position that you don't want to be in right now, and then you got two positions, and if you're a part of these two positions, you got a chance to make it you got a chance to make it out of this disaster that's among us right now. So you got the regular people that was in the crowd. You know, there was some innocent people in the crowd that got hit with those bullets. Right now, in this time that we're in right now, you being a part of the everyone else, you trying to follow the in crowd, all of that type of stuff right now, is gonna do nothing but make you a innocent bystander who got caught up in the crossfire right now. And you don't want to be that type of person, because even though you feel like that you're innocent and you're just going out to have a good time, you understanding what the climate is out here, and you still choose to indulge in these different things, people aren't going to feel sorry for you if you end up dying because of that. If you end up getting in trouble, or something end up happening to you because you're at the wrong place at the wrong time. Then you got group number 2. These are the people that's in the wrong place at the right time. And that was the people like me, all the other guards, all the other security personnel that was working downtown during that situation. And we were protected because we were in the world, but not of the world. We were in the vicinity of the situation that was going on, but the reason why we were there was because we had a job to do. We had a job to do, which was to secure everybody who was in our establishment and stuff like that. So we wasn't necessarily around the particular incident. We wasn't in the incident. It was going on around us, but we didn't thank God none of our staff got hit by any of those bullets that ended up flying out. Now, another group of people downtown, near Wall Street, there was this group of Christian people, and these were Christian people. Some of these people, I actually know them, and they're actually very innocent, very cool people. They just ended up going into the religion of Christianity, but they have a pure heart. They got an innocent and pure heart, and they're Christians. When those shots rang out, and I got off from work, after that situation, I went to the place where I usually get my scooter at, so I can go to my parking spot, and I saw them all huddled up around each other, and they were praying. And I felt like that was a very, very powerful display that was being shown in front of me, that none of them got hurt. They were marching right down that strip where those shots rang out, and those Christian women that was chanting, they was trying to get people to stop celebrating Halloween and accept Jesus Christ, all those type of things. They were protected. They were protected during that shooting, and that spoke volumes. Very powerful. In this time right now, that's why I always said, don't judge. Be careful who you judge, because that Christian, that innocent, good-hearted Christian person, you getting into this conscious knowledge, you getting into this consciousness and stuff like that, and you're learning that a lot of these religions and stuff like that were used to mind control the masses, which there is some truth to that. But if you're someone who has an innocent heart, you were sheltered, so you don't know anything about consciousness, you just want to do something good, you just want to help people, and you decide to do that with Christianity, in the end times you will be saved, because it's not necessarily about who you serve. Pretty much, it's about who you are on the inside. Are you a good-hearted person? Are you an innocent person? Do you have a good heart? Do you actually want to help people, see people thrive and see people win and all of that? in these end times, that's all you need to make sure that that you're going to be straight, you know, because that type of spirit is dwindling. You know, every time a catastrophe like this happens, that innocence is the first thing that dwindles away. Because when these storms happen, and they have to happen, you know, innocent people are gonna get caught up in the crossfire. But just like in the Bible, there's always warnings. There's always warnings to the soul family that's connected. There's always warnings that you're gonna receive before the storm. So it's up to you to have a sovereign mind to be able to pick up on these warnings, so you won't get caught up in a situation like that. So I wanted to start my video off with that, because that was something that was very heavy on my heart since Monday. I was in a super hibernation mode, so I wasn't really able to come on and talk to y'all. So I want to do it now. All right. So as you know, this is going to be the overall of the different energies that's going on right now. Scorpio season is the season of sovereignty. So as long as I'm making videos during this season, it's going to have something to do with sovereignty or lack thereof right now. I may even make a video about the dragon realm, you know, more into that. So let's see what we got. These are by day. Like I always say, you may not go through or witness these things on the particular day. It's just something for you to be more cognizant about during the week. So let's see what we got. All right. So last week this card was reversed. You know, doing inner work and stuff like that. So right now, in this time, a lot of our inner work is gonna start to show outwardly. It's gonna show outwardly because everybody around you is gonna seem like everybody around you has some type of disorder, some type of mental disorder, some type of psychological disorder, and you being the only person in your vicinity with a peaceful mind right now, you know, because you're allotting a lot of your time to something outside of this matrix. You're gonna be looked at as a 6 of fire right now, you know, and that fire, with everything that's going on, that fire, that Sagittarian Mars Jupiter fire, it's gonna attract a lot of souls that's looking for that positive thing to recharge their energy with. So right now, spiritual work, listening to your inner child, letting your inner child work through you. Right now, in these times of chaos, this is what's going to make you stand out. This is what's going to make you stand out. And this is what's going to make people want to flock towards you, you know, because you're going to be like the only person with a peaceful aura during the storm, you know. This card shows 6 tired and exhausted men returning to the village after the previous sequence, rescuing a woman from the voracious and instinctive appetite of the beast. Each of them is clutching a torch, which seems to be brighter as evidence of their victory. They pull a net holding the body of the feared beast, you know. So for us right now, you know, this is us regaining our sovereignty, rescuing our women who have been tainted and poisoned by this beast. And in turn, with enough of us doing this, we can bring the beast to his knees. Now, Sagittarius, Obatala, philosopher, that's the reason why all of this time, certain knowledge that certain knowledge that goes all the way back to the times where we were gods. A lot of that knowledge has been hidden from us. But they say, there's this ancient text that says, in the last times, all information will be revealed. So that's what's going on right now. So definitely keep that in mind. It only takes a few of us. It only take a few of us to be the torchbearers to light up the new world. To light up the new world where we can come in and we can dominate. And not only can we dominate, we can bring our significant others. We can bring our goddesses. We can bring our goddesses into this fold, and we can restore the black relationship. We can restore order in our relationships, because a lot of times the reason why our relationships are so chaotic now, the reason why a lot of our health and our self-improvement is so chaotic, is because of a lack of money. So just think, like I said on my last video, that we're able to crack this code with finances. You got a lot of women now talking about, I don't want to get with the black man, or I don't want to get with the black man because a lot of black men are broke. A lot of them are dusty. The only way that they want to show you as a black man that you can be anything other than dusty and a jailbird and a broke man is to be an athlete or a rapper or a entertainer. But we understand, even in Hollywood, things are changing. It's a lot more counterproductive to have live people in charge of influencing the masses. I'm gonna say it like that. So a lot of things that you see in Hollywood that you think is flourishing is actually breaking down. And a lot of the people that you see in front of you in your TV screens, in your movie screens, on your athletic fields and courts aren't real people. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but everything is becoming more digital. Everything is becoming more artificial. The deep fake technology right now is so crazy. How they can, we got things like FaceApp. That's what's given to the public. But in the movie industry, in the Hollywood industry, deep fake is so crazy that you could be talking to an android and they can make that android look like a real person on the TV. It's crazy. Remember when I was talking about when I did the Super Bowl, when I worked the Super Bowl last year or this year, and cardboard cutouts had to be placed on about 75% of the field was cardboard cutouts with lights on them. And when you looked at the actual Super Bowl on TV, I don't know how they did it, but they made those cardboard cutouts look like real people. You would think they were yelling and screaming and all of that. So if they could do that in a outdoor setting like a football field, imagine what's going on in these award shows, and imagine what's going on with this Hollywood. So this talks about the village will know the outcome of the battle. The news will quickly spread. Evil has been defeated. The beauty of the woman is reflected in the nobility and kindness of the man. This is talking about sovereignty, because in this world, a lot of women can't catch a break, especially if they're beautiful. because a lot of us, we live in a society to where there's no respect. There's no respect for women. There's no respect for men, especially black women and black men, and that's all by design. You know, so us as black men, being able to have this chokehold on our finances, you know, being able to have a very, very stable financial foundation so that we can bring a woman in and they don't have to worry about nothing, you know. That's the new world that we're trying to build. You know, that's the new world that you ain't got no choice but to build, or you're gonna crumble with this old world. The battle was a great strategy, fought with true art and science. You know, everything in Hollywood, all of this stuff that you see, you know, these aren't just run-of-the-mill people. Like, these are wizards. You know, you might think that Lil Baby and The Baby, you know, Megan Thee Stallion, you know, Cardi B, you might think some of these people are just stupid rappers that just talk about their body. No, you know, when you're brought into this Hollywood and you got a quote unquote minister to the masses, you're given a really, really strict rule book. You're given some knowledge, some knowledge that everybody else, common people, don't have, because you gotta know that certain knowledge so that you're able to carry out the agenda. You gotta know some of that knowledge, and a lot of that knowledge, old knowledge that's all ours anyway. We dealt a lot with art and science, progress, and prominence. You know, success and achievements. That's what's upon you right now. If you've been doing that spiritual work, you know, fire is spirit, and 6 is work, spiritual work. You getting your just due for doing your spiritual work, and your light is your currency. You know, shout out to all the people that I've came across in this space that is doing crypto. I don't know, you know, I'm not a financial person, but Litecoin may be something worth looking into. You know, what else do Obatala represent? You know, he represents the ethers. You know, Odua, the ethers, Ethereum. You know, I'm gonna learn how to crack this code, y'all. Don't worry. I'm gonna learn how to crack this code where I can take these Orishas and upload them and learn how to use this energy into the digital age. And once I crack this code, yo, it's gonna be crazy. All right. So let's see what Monday has for us. All right. You know, again, you can't help everybody, you can't please everybody, and you can't save everybody. You know, 9 of Earth. This is leaving the hood. You know, this is your last chance. This is your last chance to leave the hood. You know, this is a type of victory that not everybody is going to understand, and a lot of people are going to hate on you because of this type of victory. You know, this is a victory that a lot of people, they don't know how to do it. You know, as far as with the beast, they don't know how to do it. But these are victories that a lot of people would try to latch on to whoever it is that cracks the code. So be very, you know, Scorpio is about being secretive. You know, not letting the left hand know what the right hand is doing. You know, very important right now. So, you know, you don't gotta make a big scene about it. If you end up getting something and it's super profitable, it's super beneficial, and you can leave your toxic environment, you know, you ain't gotta let everybody know what you're doing. You can just leave and look at what she's doing. You know, she's she's dropping seeds along the way. She's dropping seeds along the way so that in time, other people who's trying to go on the road that she's going on, they'll have a roadmap. You know, they'll be able to follow the seeds. You know, it's funny because I've been studying crypto and I've been studying wallets and stuff like that, and they got something called seeds. You know, I think a seed is when you buy your first crypto for money, you know, transferring it over and stuff like that. You know, so this is talking about leaving the hood. This is talking about leaving the plantation, leaving a certain spiritual system. You know, nine is the house of Sagittarius. So you being stable in what you know, taking what you know, being stable with it, and moving accordingly. You know, there's someone who prefers to go away with their wisdom upon noticing the danger, but without false pride, they cultivate a virgin land in love in order to enjoy its fruits later. That's what we all need to be doing right now. You know, the virgin land is the new world. The new world that has been in creation, you know, since what, 2010, 2011, you know, since around the time I graduated from high school. So, 9, you know, this dimension that we're on is starting to change. People are starting to see things in the sky, lights in the sky. People are starting to see beings out the corner of their eyes. It's real crazy. It's getting real crazy. So right now, you making a exodus so you can be on a more stable type of situation, so that you can focus a lot more of your energy and time on things that really matter. Like, what is the information that you need to know so that you can die properly? What is the information that you need to know so that you can provide optimum level protection for yourself, and among other things? You know, you being a part of this hustle and bustle, you know, working a job and all of that, you don't have enough time. You know, time is the real currency. You don't have enough time to put back into yourself, you know, building your business, building yourself, building your social media following, all of these things. And that's what this time is about. You are your own bank. You know, you are your own trade line, you know. So you got to start carrying yourself like that. And like I said, it's not going to be overnight that this is going to happen. You know, that's why she's sowing seeds in the virgin land. You know, so you're walking with one hand, you're sowing, and then you're spreading seeds. You know, so she's doing like 3 different things at the same time, and she got her profits from this. You know, so this is very important right now. All right, let's see what Tuesday has for us. All right. So again, this talks about so a man thinketh, so is he. So this is about changing your mind. You know, you change your mind, now you change your world. You know, this card talks about triumphant victory, maximum pleasure in realizing that you were able to defeat your enemies either with or without help from others, material and or energetic factors on any level of interpretation. You have resorted to your integrity as a thinking and rational being and defeated your base desires and interests as a way to reach your proposed aim. And as a result, your plans came true. This may be hard at the beginning, but not at all unpleasant. So again, you know, all of this is lining up, but it takes this exodus, you know, in order for it to happen. So let's see what Wednesday has for us. So now, since you've been victorious in this spiritual work, you're leaving different spiritual things, different things that's resulted in your instability, and it hasn't suited you. So you're leaving these things. You're investing in the new world. You're investing in your new world. You know, in your new world, and you're victorious with that. So now, you know, since you got all this victory and all of this stuff, now it's time for you to use this Scorpio season to create the ultimate security system for yourself. You know, and you do that by reflecting and reviewing things, abandoning worldly and mean things to reach a spiritual rejoicing. You know, that's how you create a spiritual VPN. You know, this is how you create a spiritual VPN security system for yourself, so that you don't have to go through these same issues again. You know, very important. Scorpio is a water sign, you know, and it's passionate water. Scorpio represents passionate water, you know. So, and we understand that water signs, water, in a metaphysical sense, is nothing but emotions, you know. Passionate waters that stir up, and in your head it's chaos. It's like a hurricane. You know, if you don't have control of your mind, if you don't got control of your emotions, and you just let yourself just run wild, you represent the Scorpio version of Oya. You know, and things, a lot of innocent things in your life suffers because of that. Even when we talk about this in a monetary standpoint, you know, being the type of person, you know, who just keeps your money under the mattress, or you keep your money in the house behind a board or a brick or something like that. You know, that's the hood way of saving your money. But let something happen to that house. You know, let something happen where the police have to come in and raid your house or something. Now all that money that you saved up is all gone. You know, versus if you put it in a bank, or, you know, what's going on now, a secret wallet. You know, so when we talk about currency, you know, currency is another form of energy in motion, a current. When energy is in motion, it turns into a current, you know. And to trade goods and services, you got to have currency, which means that in order to trade something, you got to have something of equal value, you know, of equal value. And money has always been the middleman currency for a long time for trading your goods and services, and stuff like that. But in this time that we're in now, the biggest thing that you can invest in is being able to have a inner form of this secret of this currency, being able to use this to buy, sell, and trade before this government as we know it puts a stranglehold on it. You know, being able to build your treasures in a place where this system of soulless beings can't even go to. You know, and just like how you would take cash and turn that into a cryptocurrency and then put that currency in a secret wallet, that's the same way that you do on an outer level. When you take experiences that you went through, you ingest the wisdom, and that wisdom, it goes into a secret reservoir in your soul. So now when you're feeling down, or you're feeling bad, or you're feeling sad, you're able to extract that positive energy, that positive light energy from your soul. And you know that can be used like a credit card to help you out of those hard times, you know. So definitely keep this in mind. Let's see what Thursday has for us. All right. So, when we're talking about sovereignty, since everything is so connected to this world that's crumbling, even our knowledge on the way we look at things, the way we perceive things, all of this stuff has to go. All of this stuff has to go in order to bring in the new world. And one of the main things that's gonna have to go is our relationship, the way our relationship with currency, you know, our relationship with each other in a lot of ways. But pretty much our relationship with energy needs to change, you know, because in this new world, the way we used to look at things of the seventh house is definitely gonna have to change, because it's so outdated, you know. And since it's so outdated, it leads to chimerical petitions, unrealizable dreams, excessive fantasy, or selfishness that leads you to ask a lot without giving much. Do not ask what you cannot give, or demand what you cannot demand. Do not promise what you are not sure to fulfill, and these result in illusions that fade away as a result of selfishness, spiritual persecution, a blackish aura, and a attacked astral body. You know, so you see how bad this can get when it comes to a person who still wants to have this old, outdated relationship with energy. It's gonna lead to a lot of trouble. It's gonna lead to a lot of negativity, and you may not want to. I'm not gonna say may. You don't want to hang around these type of people, you know. And it's gonna be hard. Or y'all like, it's gonna be hard because, you know, these are gonna be people that you're close to. You know, there was a situation. There was a situation where I worked at, where you had this guy, you know, hood type of dude, and you know, he was cool with somebody who worked at my job. You know, someone who's doing real good in their life, but they still have a lot of hood people that they hang around, you know, just so they don't feel disconnected from where they came from, you know. And in this type of situation, in this type of job that we're in, you can't give people special treatment, because if it's showing that you give one person special treatment, everybody's gonna wanna have that special treatment, which in turn makes it unsafe for the people inside the establishment, you know. And since with the culture that a lot of us black men are in versus the culture that a lot of white people are in, one thing that I've noticed at my job is that a lot of the black people that come in, they hate security because of the rap songs and, you know, all that type of stuff. But the white people, they love security because, you know, they love the fact that they're safe. They love the fact that we're keeping them safe and stuff like that. But since black people, we felt so unprotected all our lives, we don't have respect for security. You know, we don't have respect for security until something bad happened in the club, and now we're looking at security like, yo, why aren't y'all doing y'all job? You know? So this hood guy, you know, he got mad at me and the other person that worked there that he was mad at. He was mad because you know, he had to get treated like everybody else. And since this person was used to getting certain special treatment, when that special treatment cut off and it could no longer be rendered, that person, he turned into a whole different person. He had a blackish aura, unrealizable dreams. He was in a fantasy that a lot of hood guys are in. You know, when one of their own ends up getting into a better position in life, a higher position, they want to do the right thing, and then they're still cool with the hood guys that they were doing stuff in the streets with, or that's known for doing grimy street shit, you know. And these hood guys, you know, there's no honor among thieves. You know, there's no honor in the streets, you know. So a lot of times we don't understand that we got certain people that's only in our lives to benefit from us, you know, not because they put in the work themselves, you know. So when that special treatment starts to end, that special treatment starts to stop, a whole different side of them starts to come out. A whole different side of them that we didn't even know existed. Well, we knew it existed because they might have act like this to other people, but you didn't know one day that would come back and they would start acting like that to you now. You know, because you're not cool no more. You know, you're not hip no more. You're not trying to risk your good situation just so you can please the low down people that you used to come up with that's not really doing nothing with their life, you know. So beware of having this type of energy. Beware of being around this type of energy, because, you know, in this time where you got such a good week, you know, you got all these good things happening to you. Sometimes it could be that one person that can have that blackish aura, and you give them some energy to try to help them out, and then that energy comes back to try to do you harm, you know. So definitely watch out for that. So let's see what Friday has for us. All right. So again, it talks about you are who you attract, you know. Danger, breakup, depreciation, separation, trouble and obstacles. You will be an easy prey for your enemies. Shadow of doubt, jealousy will condemn you to a sad fate. So this is someone who acts out of a desperation type of mindset. You know, the only way that you can have a desperation type of mindset is if you're letting a demonic entity control your mind to make you not see the prosperity and abundance that's around you. Definitely watch out for being around these type of people, because these type of people that have this blackish aura, you know, they can in turn upload this into you. Just because you're trying to help them, now your energy is down. You know, just because you're trying to get this person on the right path, it messes you up mentally. You know, it puts a mental toll on your progress. So make sure that you don't fall into that. Now we're on the weekend, baby. Let's see what Saturday has for us. Yep. Because at the end of the day, they got to put in the same effort that you put in to get what you got. And that's why you got to lead a hood. You got to lead a hood, because the victory that you got, it wasn't a PPP loan. the victory that you got, it wasn't a brick, or it wasn't no drug money. This was a victory because of some spiritual work that you've done. So with that being said, you know, this isn't something that a normal person can obtain. So this is where the jealousy and envy comes in. Either you being jealous and envy of somebody else who got this spiritual victory, or you having this spiritual victory, and now you got people being jealous over you. And your ancestors, they're like, yo, like, there's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to pick people up, because the victory that you got, they gotta go on the same journey that you went on in order to get that victory. You know, this is talking about everything has to be obtained through effort. You know, your ancestors are trying to let you know that everything has to be obtained through effort. There's no blessing you in. There's no shortcuts to it. This talks about, do not reject family demands or corporate requirements, since dispersion and dissension may cause adverse effects. You know, this isn't going to be a quick fix. You know, it never is. You know, everything that's disguised as a quick fix, it always end up being something crazy. You know, so make sure that when you're investing in your sovereignty, you're doing it for the long run. You're not trying to get a quick fix. This isn't something that you can try to scam or anything like that, because reason acts according to your moves. You know, so just like how the village was able to see that victory, the village is also gonna know if you're not on the up and up. You know, so now let's see what Sunday has for us. So this is talking about, you got to know who you are. You know, we all have strengths. You know, we all have things that we can bring to the world, but you have to know who you are at this time. 6 of water, inner emotional work. Inner emotional work. You got to build your inner currency, your inner emotional currency, before it can start to show on an outward level. It's very important in this new time that we're in. And if you heed that message, you will be glad that you did. All right, I had to kind of go a little bit fast on the end part of this because my battery is dead. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. It's gonna be real crazy for me to put out new videos within these next couple weeks, because I'll be working, doing some show production. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for the donations and always for the support. And until next time, peace. What's up, y'all? I hope y'all enjoyed that video, and if you stayed to the end, I appreciate you. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, I want to redirect you to my Instagram page. I don't promote my Instagram page a lot, but as my subscriber count and things like that rise due to things like shadow banning and stuff like that, I'm hearing that a lot of people aren't getting my notifications when I go live on YouTube and stuff like that. So for all things BandClap TV, my Instagram page and my story are going to have all of the notifications and things like that when it comes to when I'm going live, when I'm going, when I'm releasing videos, when I'm releasing content. Also on my Instagram page, if you're curious about my reviews for my readings and stuff like that, as you can see on my Instagram, I have a lot of different testimonials and stuff like that. For those who don't know of me as an artist, I also have videos of me performing and stuff like that. I'll be putting out more stuff like that very, very soon. So I'm just trying to get as many people right now to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. That is BandClap TV, and also my Facebook and Snapchat, BandClap TV as well. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and like I always say, no matter what, you got to stay shining.